If I could level with you, I've covered politics in Colorado for about a decade or so and have not seen the sheer volume of bonkers stuff we have seen from elected officials lately. Infighting, open incompetence, power plays, just plain defiance to the law. The latest city to turn into dysfunction junction is Thornton. Tonight, some members of City Council will consider declaring one of their opponents to be a non-resident of Thornton, so they can then replace her with somebody they choose. Our Marshall Zellinger looks at how that's possible.
What does it mean to be a resident?
I have my vehicle registration, car insurance, driver's license, voter registration, property taxes, the deed to the condo that I own in Thornton.
That's a lot of paper, but is it proof of residency?
Why don't you live in Thornton?
I do live in Thornton.
Jacque Phillips had to live in Thornton to even be elected as a city council member, but tonight she has to defend still being a resident. Conservative members of the council may push for a vote tonight to declare her seat vacant.
Are you trying to kick somebody off council?
No, we're not trying to kick anybody off of council.
Thornton Mayor Pro Tem Jessica Sandgren has provided her own proof to show Phillips is really a resident of another city, a loan document for a home in Alamosa.
She signed a document that says she agrees to the terms of the conditions of the loan, and one of those conditions is you must use and occupy as your primary residence.
Over the summer, Phillips bought a home in Alamosa when she was hired as the full-time executive director of the San Luis Valley BOCES, which provides educational services for 14 San Luis Valley school districts. And yeah, that loan document for her Alamosa home has a paragraph saying she must make it her principal residence within 60 days and continue to make it her principal residence for at least 1 year.
Obviously, I talked to my loan company about this before I even got the loan. I never moved, so my condo is here, my business is here, my law office is here. I didn't move. I live in Thornton.
If she owned 100 homes, we don't care about that. It's where is your primary residence.
How often are you in Alamosa?
I do a back and forth, so it depends.
Do you live in Alamosa more than you live in Thornton? I have to ask.
I never moved from Thornton.
But I have to. Where do you spend more of your time?
I do a back and forth. It's pretty split, actually. It's a fairly even split.
Phillips believes this question should be decided by voters if they want to try to recall her, not by a board that could select her replacement if her seat is deemed vacant.
I'll just be blunt. Are you going to pick someone that's going to vote alongside you?
No, I want someone that's going to represent the city.
Council members resigning because they move. That's not unheard of. It happened in Aurora and Parker in the last 2 years. Here, you have someone claiming they still live in Thornton, but also working and living elsewhere. I spoke with Phillips's lender and a national brokerage association, and bottom line, Kyle, primary residence is essentially don't rent this out in the first year of living here, but someone could, from the lender, go and do a residency check and see if the person's living there.
Is it just me, or is it like bonkers everywhere now? I mean, you've got this, you've got Mesa County, you've got Douglas County, you've got several city councils in the metro area that'll sit there and vote ties for hours into the wee morning because nobody will give an inch. It seems to be happening all the time now.
Yeah, I'm not used to this. I can think of it on a national scale. Look at like a Supreme Court justice. Are we ever going to have like a 100-0 for something like that? Are we ever going to have unanimous votes in local government anymore, or is it all going to be division based on your political party or in a nonpartisan situation, just which way you lean? I don't know. It feels uncomfortable that we're moving in that direction.
Yeah, and another thing I've noticed is that it's not just that your opponent is wrong, they're bad, they're evil. More of that from national politics is steeped into local. All right, thanks, Marshall.